everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kate. So the last video was a welcome to my channel, and I figured since we've started the new year, I would do a year-end review for what my year was like so that you guys could maybe get that first connection, right? So one word to describe the year. I know exactly what it is. Crazy. My year was such a blur. As I said in the previous video, if you haven't seen it, go see it. But my first 6 months of the year was the whole process of moving from a home that I've lived in for 14 years. And then this last 6 months is moving into a new home. As I said, I've still got boxes around my room because it was 14 years of stuff. Now, granted, I did get a lot of stuff. I did donate a lot of stuff. I did give away some stuff. And it felt so good to purge. That's one thing you want to do every new year. You want to purge the things you don't use at all or very often at all. Make room. It'll feel so good. Whether it's clothes, subscriptions, that feels really good, by the way, to not be paying for all those subscriptions that you don't even use. What else? Oh, best thing you did for someone else this year. I think it was becoming a homeschool teacher for my neighbors. Their twin daughters. I love them to death. They are such awesome students, and I enjoy seeing them every weekday. And it's not something I ever thought that I would do. You know, as a teacher, I thought I'd be in the school system and stuff like that. But this is where God wants me, and now I can see why. And I love these kids. I treat them like they're my own daughters. They're fantastic. Favorite movie of the year? Oh, I saw so many. I saw so many for the first time. I've got a whole list. I'll go through that on another video. Because some of you will laugh when I say, I've never seen this movie before, and now I'm seeing it for the first time. You'll be like, what? You've never seen that movie? But my favorite movie of the year? Oh, it's so hard. Because I went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine, which was awesome. A little crude for my taste. A little crude. But who doesn't love Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, right? What else? Oh, I saw Wonka. That was really good. Of course, I'm a huge musical fan, so I was gonna love that anyway. If was really good. Oh, there were so many. I don't know if I can choose just one. Probably If. If was really good because it, again, Ryan Reynolds and John Krasinski, and the girl who played the main character, she was amazing. I won't be shocked if we see her in more stuff. Favorite show of the year? Again, I had so many. My favorite shows are Outer Banks, Summer I Turned Pretty, which I was really bummed we did not have a season this summer. My summer was a little weird without it, as a lot of you can relate. What else? School Spirits. I'm excited to get that one back. I'm not really much of a... I can't say horror because that's not horror. I'm not much of a scary movie person, but I do love the mystery and the thrill and the suspense. So that was along the lines of that show, and I loved that every time you thought you knew what was going to happen, they totally switched it on you. And you were like, what? How did I not see that coming? You know? What else? What else? What else? There was another show, and I can't remember off the top of my head now. Outer Banks, School Spirits, Summer I Turned Pretty, Cobra Kai's a big one. I have to get back into that. Me, my dad, and my sister were watching that because we're huge fans of the Karate Kid movies. And I think we're on like season 3. We've got to catch up, especially because I know there's like a movie or something coming out. Um, but that's something we usually do over the summer, so I'm very much looking forward to that. What else? My dad and I started watching um, 1883, which was, wow, it was really good. I hate that it was so short though. It was so good. I, I, I didn't watch I didn't watch Yellowstone. He was watching Yellowstone. I point behind because his room is that way, also his office. Um, but he and I watched that together, and I told him, I said, I've never been interested in Yellowstone. I guess it's the whole cowboy thing. Not really my cup of tea. It really depends, like, because I do love like Tombstone and Magnificent Seven and some old westerns like that and some of the new stuff. It really depends on what it is and who wrote it and who's in it, and stuff like that. But um, but yeah, I really liked it. It was so authentic, and the main character, the not the main character, but the actress who plays the main character, I think her name is Isabella May. She blew me away. She carried that show. She was astonishing. I mean, the way she would say certain lines blew my mind, and just chef's kiss all around. Even from the opening. I love the opening of the show 1883 because the music, guys, that's like one of my love languages right there, is music. I love that it sounded so majestic and so beautiful, but at the same time, it sounded so haunting and so sad. How do you make a composition that sounds like that? Speaking of music, if you can hear in the background, I've got my music playing on my laptop. I rarely sit around or have no music playing. I listen to it in the car and while I'm doing dishes, singing in the shower. Like I said, music is my love language. By the way, if you can tell what the music is in the background, thumbs up. It's a great movie. Comment down below if you know what it is. Let's move on. Most embarrassing moment of the year. I don't really know, because I don't really get. I mean, I get embarrassed, but it's the little seconds, like a little second of embarrassment. Because I can laugh at myself more these days. I don't get that, like, oh, I'm so embarrassed, that you got in your teenage years. Oh, I know. Like I said, slight second of embarrassment was just a few weeks ago, right before Christmas. We were, my family and I were cleaning up the house, and new house, and setting up for Christmas because my brother and my niece were coming for the first time, and I was so excited. And so we were getting everything ready, and we were playing Christmas music on the TV, and I think the Nutcracker was on, which I love the Nutcracker. Just the music, and it was yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but it's the da 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 da, and goofy me, I was dancing around and just trying to be silly, and I was going up the stairs to the rhythm, and next thing you know, I'm laughing because I can already picture their laughter in my head. Next thing you know, I was flat on my face on the carpet at the top of the stairs because I tripped going up the stairs. Who trips going up the stairs? Apparently only me. I'm that clumsy. But all I get, next thing I know, I'm on my face on the carpet at the top of the stairs, laughing my you know what off, and all I hear is my mom and my sister downstairs in the living room rolling on the floor with laughter, and I'm just like, yeah, of course. I tried to be graceful, and this is what happens. But I guess that would be the most embarrassing moment. Other than that, I don't really have one. Time you laughed the hardest this year. Oh, I know. It was right before my brother and my niece got here, and my mom had ordered these huge beanbag chairs for downstairs in the basement, in our soon to be theater room eventually. And when I say huge, like, can my arms even go out? What? No, they can't. I'm hoping to flatten them out just a little, because they would be a perfect cushion or crash cushion for once I get my aerial hoop up down there. Because if I have to fall, I'd like to fall on that. Be safe falling on that. I'd feel much better. But so we had just ordered those, and they came in these huge boxes. My dad and I, of course, volunteered to open them and set them up and everything. And we had to pull them out of the box, and we literally just started pounding on these things. Like, I was punching them, we were kicking them. my dad was like going like this, like a wrestler. Oh, it was hilarious. I think my mom was filming the whole thing. I said filming. Sorry, guys. My mom's Southern and my dad is from Connecticut, so I point down enough. So you'll hear the mix sometimes come out. I'll have the Southern come out sometimes. I'll have the New England side come out. That's one of those times. So we were pulling the things out, and he was punching them. I was kicking them. We were literally flopping on these things to, what's the word? To soften them. No, not soften. To get them to fill out, to make them bigger. And just kept pulling and punching. Oh my gosh, my dad was having a blast. And I eventually fell on the floor just laughing at him. He was being such a goofball. Megan was laughing so hard. My sister Megan was laughing so hard. I think that's probably it. Because I literally had to go grab tissues. I was crying so hard from laughing. Like, I couldn't see a thing. I had to take off my glasses and be like, I can't see. Something you learned to do and had never done before. Ooh, there were a few things. Haven't done the aerial hoop yet. Wait. It's just right there. Hold on. Okay. So one of the things that I learned to do this year, once I moved here, was I learned embroidery for the first time, needlepoint. I've been wanting to do that since I was a little girl. So this was the first one I got. I don't know if you can see it. That was my beginner. I did that right before Christmas. It's a little, I have to stretch it out. I think I'm just going to frame it though. But I really enjoyed it, and now I have this one my mom got me. If you couldn't tell, I love foxes. My mom got me this. Oops. And my sister got me this 2 years ago. Zoom in so you can see it. Isn't it so cute? Little fox. For my birthday / Christmas 2 years ago. And I love it. I love foxes. But I love doing the needlepoint. It's so therapeutic. I can just sit in front of the TV and do that, and I'll go for like an hour, at least until my hands start cramping, and then I have to take a break. Most noteworthy event would have to be the move. It was insane, because every weekend for, like I said, for 6 months, every weekend because I was off work, Mom was off work, Dad was off work, Megan was off work, we were all off work. We all had to go out with our realtors and go see houses, and some would be out of state, some would be in state, some would be nearby. We tried to stay local, and that didn't really work, so we ended up moving about an hour and a half away, I think, from our original house. Biggest lesson learned. I don't know. Biggest lesson learned. Probably what got me to do this. It's to stop living in fear. It's to remember that God's got this. That I don't need to be afraid of the unknown because He already knows it, and He's not going to let anything that I'm not supposed to handle, I'm not supposed to do. He's not going to give it to me. He only gives you what He knows you can handle, and even if it means that in the moment you feel like I can't do this, because there are many times I felt that way. Like, why is He putting this on my shoulders? I can't do this. But He knows in the future, this is what you need to become this person. He knows who you're going to become. He knows exactly what you need to build your character to become that person. So, I think that's probably my biggest lesson. Favorite place I visited this year? I didn't really visit a lot of places. Well, I mean, I did, moving around, but they weren't really places that I would say were my favorite. Sorry, I'm like on my bottom here. I'd have to say, I know. I went to me and my sister, we went to our high school reunion up in this lodge, and it was such a cool place. What's crazy was at the same time, there were like 10 other events going on. There were bridal showers, there were birthday parties, like a 30th birthday, an 80th birthday. What else? There was a birthday party for a dog, which was so cute. There was a company product party. I don't remember what it was for, but it was to promote a product for a company. And then at the same time, our graduation, our reunion. But the view was gorgeous. And they had really good apple cider. Hard apple cider. I'm old enough to drink. I don't drink a lot, but that was really good. What else? Most memorable moment or day of the year? Most memorable moment or day of the year? I don't know. I think when my brother and my niece got here, I love them so much, and I haven't seen them since February. I hadn't seen them since February, and they live all the way on the other side of the country, so I don't get to see them that often. Yeah, I loved getting to see them. I love my brother and my sister are like everything to me. So anytime I get to see my brother is top of the list for me. Let me think. Best advice you received this year? Hold on. Wait a minute. Best advice I received this year would have to be probably that you don't have to. I can't remember who told me this. I think it was a few people told me in different ways, but they told me the same thing. You know how you get that sometimes? They told me you don't have to have certain things done. You don't have to have boxes checked off by a certain age. And that's the whole reason that I'm doing this channel. And that I'm taking this chance with you guys is because for the longest time I'm like, I'm running out of time. You know, I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't have time to do this. I never forgot to do that. And like I said before in the last video, I said don't focus on those things. Like I said, they only hold you back. And they make you hurt, you know? It hurts and it makes you just feel drained. No one likes feeling that way. Instead, focus on the positive. Focus on what you can control, what you can do. God will make everything else fall into place. An achievement you're proud of this year. Achievement I'm proud of. Hold on, I may have to go get it. Alright. I got my associates from Liberty University. I know it was probably backwards in the video, that's okay. But I was so happy I got my associates in early childhood education. And as I said before, the things that you said you didn't think you had time for, that you thought you were out of time for, college was one of those things for me. I was not good. I was not the best student academically when I was younger, because I just, especially with math, it was like a whole nother language, and it just did not click, you know? And as a kid and teenager, you know, that makes you feel very insecure when everyone else gets it, but you don't. But turns out as a college student, I did pretty good. I was very proud of myself. I actually understood the math because I had professors who were willing to take the time with me and give me advice and like actually teach me how to do things correctly. They weren't just like, why don't you understand this? I've said it a million times, you know, which I've gotten in the past. Not all my teachers, but just some in particular were, you know, but I was very thankful for the professors at Liberty. They made it an amazing experience, and the classes were fantastic. I couldn't believe it that I was taking college courses. And then I got my associates. I graduated. I'm hoping to go back once I can afford it for my bachelor's. Reminisce on one great compliment you received this year. One great compliment. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I get a lot of people telling me that I look younger than I am. And that in itself is a blessing. My parents are all the time, they're like, cherish that while you have it, trust me. Apparently me and my sister have just really good genes from both sides. What or whom you are most thankful for this year? My family. I'm very, very thankful for my family. I wouldn't be able to do anything without them. They are my rock, my support. Yeah. They're my everything, and I'm glad we've been through hard times before, and we know how to stick it out. Most importantly, we have our faith in God, in Jesus, and that gets us through anything. But yeah, that's my year-end review. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you were able to connect with some of it. If you have any questions about any of the stuff I talked about, go ahead and comment down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.